Going into the 2024-2025 season, FC Barcelona seems to have found a substitute for aging striker Robert Lewandowski, or at least a backup. With just over 2 weeks remaining before the formal start of the aforementioned season at the Mestalla vs Valnia, Barcelona is finding it difficult to make any significant additions. The two preferred targets are Dani Olmo and Nico Williams, the champions of Euro 2024, but the Catalans are having difficulty meeting their release conditions, which often total more than $60 million. Since closing a deal for Vitor Roque at this time last year, the club has not consented to part with that amount of money. For the Brazilian, Barca should pay Atlético Paranaense a set $32.5 million, €30 million. While another $33.7 million, €31 million, may be owed in incentives down the road, it is doubtful that the Curitiba team will get that sum. Despite being expected to succeed Lewandowski, Vitor Roque has not lived up to expectations as the older Pole's backup when he needs a break. When he moved across the Atlantic in January 2024, Xavi Hernandez had already been sacked, and he might experience a similar fate under new manager Hansi Flick. Vitor Roque got the opportunity to make an impression on the German on Tuesday in Orlando against Manchester City during Barca's inaugural U.S. preseason tour. Vitor Roque, though, had trouble playing on the left wing instead of up front. It is understandable that he got hooked at halftime since he completed 0 passes and gave up the ball 9 times. Instead, Pau Victor, who scored against Pep Guardiola's team and gave his own the lead, was handed the number 9 position. Victor made an incredible debut for the senior team. The Blaugrana have, as previously said, so far failed to make any significant additions during the summer transfer season. However, according to Sport, it may have pulled off a brilliant move by permanently signing a player who scored 20 goals for Barca Athletic while on loan last season for €2.5 million plus add-ons. According to reports from Mundo Deportivo, Pau Victor has almost convinced Flick that he is Lewandowski's backup, with the German strategist praising his tenacity in scoring goals. Pau Victor, who is one step ahead of Vitor Roque, seems certain to stick with the first team even though his positional competition is probably going to go. Despite his apparent lack of confidence, Vitor Roque has a lot of self-assurance and stated after City that he believes in his own abilities. Regarding his potential to become a mainstay in the senior squad, he said, "I trust myself, these are decisions that do not depend on me, I think I can stay. Flick demands that we push ourselves, be assertive, and have confidence. The best place for me to grow is at Barca," he continued. Pau Victor may replace Lewandowski in mid-2026 if he can replicate his peak performance from 2023 to 2024. He might also serve as the veteran's backup. The second news is that Barcelona seems to have shifted their focus from Nico Williams to Dani Olmo this summer, but none of the Blaugrana sources who provide information to the regional press are prepared to officially rule out the deal. Williams has not formally told either side of his desire to remain in Bilbao this coming year, despite constant reports to the contrary. This is one of the contributing factors to the situation. Ernesto Valverde, the manager of Athletic Club, reiterated on Friday morning that he was as at ease regarding Williams' future as he was a few weeks prior. "I am as calm as I was before. The market will close on the 31st of August and there is still a month left. I'm not just referring to Nico, but we can also improve our team. We will see what happens because every day something new appears in the press, but we must not let these things affect us," Valverde said to Sport. Even if Williams chooses to stay at Athletic this summer, he won't rule out a move to Barcelona next summer. MD assures that Joan Laporta, president of the club, is still intent on signing him. One scenario that would preclude any transfer while Laporta is in charge is if he agrees to a new contract with Athletic that extends his release clause to €100 million and the Basque team is prepared to give him a pay hike. Sporting director Deco reportedly informed Williams that it was now or never for a move to step up the pressure when his concerns about a move surfaced. It would be difficult to integrate players like Williams, Olmo, Pedri, and Lamine Yamal into the same squad if Barcelona decides to sign Olmo this summer.